So today is day 9 of me taking 10 milligrams of trintellix for anxiety, and week 5 of me taking 60 milligrams of strattera for inattentive ADHD. And um, about 3 days ago, so on Thursday, I went to um, I think his official title is a weight loss therapy or therapist or a weight management therapist with my mom, and she's been going to him for a while. And I told her that I wanted to go down to my normal weight because, as you guys have know, that I've mentioned this a couple times, that I gained a lot of weight while I was on Zoloft a couple years ago. And um, the thing about this guy is that he puts his clients on the keto diet, which is basically, no sugars and low carb, high fat diet. If you don't know about the keto diet, so basically you can eat meat all day, every day, and seafood, fish, steak, eggs, vegetables, but no sugar. So no fruits or any beverages with sugar, and also no starchy um, or high no starchy or high carb food like bread, pasta, etc., etc. So I've been on this diet for about 3 days, and let me tell you, it is hard. I feel like I'm suffering from sugar withdrawal because, when I say no sugar, I mean absolutely no sugar, not even a fruit. So I've mostly been eating eggs in the morning and some sort of meat or fish in the afternoon. Um, but another thing I was going to say is that he also practices what's known as auricular therapy, which is based on traditional Chinese medicine, which is kind of like acupuncture. I guess the belief is that in your ear there are certain pressure points that correspond to different parts and different systems in your body. And it's not exactly acupuncture, it's more, I guess it's called ear seeding, because they put little tiny magnets on a piece of tape and then he places them on different parts of your ear depending on what your concern is. And it's supposed to help curb hunger, which is not really an issue for me because ever since I started taking strattera, I don't get very hungry anyway. Um, and then he also places them on certain parts of your ear, like if you have insomnia or if you're dealing with anxiety and depression. Auricular therapy is supposed to help with that too. Now, normally I'm very, very skeptical of these kinds of things, so I did a lot of research, and there have been some studies done which show that it is effective in reducing pain and insomnia. Um, but there haven't been very many studies done. So my initial thought that his clients lose weight probably because he puts them on the keto diet, which is a pretty fast way to lose weight if you stick to it, and that the whole thing with the ear seeding was probably more of a placebo effect type thing. Um, but he asked me what my concerns were, so I did say weight loss, and he asked me if I had any other issues that I was dealing with, and I said depression, anxiety, etc., etc. So he did place some of the little metal seeds with some tape on different parts of my ears and some in the back of my neck. And I almost instantly felt a relief from my anxiety. So, like I said, it could be a placebo effect, or it could be that there is some truth to this auricular therapy slash acupuncture traditional way of Chinese medicine. But whatever it is, I'm not going to question it. I'm just happy that I got some relief from my anxiety. It's not completely gone. Obviously, it's still there. And he asked me if I was taking any medication, and I said I was. And then he said, "Oh, well, I recommend that you slowly kind of wean yourself off it, stop taking it because this is going to help you." But I just kind of nodded, but I'm not going to stop taking my medication. I mean, I am just barely now starting to see some improvement in my ADHD symptoms, and I still want to keep with the trintellix in hopes that when I go back to school in September, I won't be so anxious and school will be more bearable. This is only day 9 of me taking trintellix, which, as I mentioned previously, I think it's an SSRI, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's in the same class of medication as zoloft, but it's a newer medication and it's supposed to have less side effects. Now, lately, what I've been feeling is I have been feeling kind of nauseous and weak, but I want to say that's mostly due to the keto diet that I've started and the lack of sugar, and my body just kind of reacting to that because I was used to snacking and eating sugar a couple times a day, and so it's been difficult. Other than that, I really don't have any other side effects to report, but it's really too early to tell if the trintellix is helping with the anxiety or not. So I'll be back with an update video, possibly next week.